made headlines with your issues with Conor McGregor. Artem Lobov, who is a training partner and a close friend of McGregor's, signed with the BKFC. Was that a little bit of an incentive for you to sign to fight Artem and maybe kind of get one over on Conor?
People keep bringing up this bum Lobov. You know, I'd say one thing that of an incentive was that maybe Conor would have some enough guts to say, okay, this is kind of meeting me in the middle. You know, we had the beef in boxing, so you know, it was. I thought it was a foregone conclusion that we were going to meet in boxing. But obviously, I think Conor knows better. Conor knows what really happened in that day in the sparring inside the gym, and he knows he would be assaulted if we just boxed. So I think, you know, MMA, obviously, the same thing would happen to me. I have no qualms about saying, you know, Conor has the advantage in MMA. So I felt like doing this may draw him closer to actually living up to what he's been saying, you know, that he's damaged me and all this other stuff. I think there's more money to be made here than anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? I believe BKFC can make him more money than he made even in the Khabib fight. Yeah, I think the only kind of fight that can't be matched is his fight with Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that, I think we'll be able to make him an offer that he didn't even make for the Khabib fight. You know, I mean, let's be honest. He only made his base for the Khabib fight was $3 million. It's just he made more money because of the pay-per-view sale. So he probably took home about 20-ish or around that ballpark. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not one of these guys who just makes up numbers like everybody else did. He made $50-60 million in the Khabib fight because he made nowhere near that. You know. But having said that, I think BKFC can match those numbers. And I think it may make it worthwhile for him. Now, then in the end, it will have to be worthwhile in that, does he want to take an embarrassing defeat, catching a beating from me? That's totally something different. You know what I'm saying? And that's obviously something that he would have to figure out on his own and figure out a way not to be cowardly and walk away from it, even from a good offer. But as far as Lobov is concerned, I'm not really interested in fighting his personal form opper. You know what I'm saying? I'm more interested in fighting the guy who I have the beef with himself. Lobov is a guy who people keep bringing up. I don't think he's done anything aside from being Conor McGregor's friend that has gotten him notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I fight him, it would be an assault, and then I'm a bad guy because it would become an assault, and then I might put him in a hospital or I might hurt him, and then I'm a bad guy, and everybody's gonna look at me like a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I'm not gonna apologize for it or anything if I do that, and then everything's gonna make me look like a really bad guy, and I'm not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? I just want my just due, and I want the wrongs done to me corrected. You know what I'm saying? Because they were wrong. You know, if I have no problem giving somebody credit if they do what they do, but Conor McGregor didn't do what he says he did. Conor McGregor knows what really happened, so I have no problem competing and showing everybody what the reality actually is. But and if he had done that to me, I would have no problem actually admitting that he did do that to me. The reason I'm still on it after a couple of years is because he didn't do that, and now people are starting to throw this Artem Lobov guy at me. I don't really want to assault him and come off as a bad guy. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's going to be what ends up happening. But like I said, if I end up fighting Artem Lobov in this, he's going to wind up in a hospital, and it's not going to be nice.
You said that you made an offer for a boxing fight to McGregor. Was there an official offer made? Was there something on the table, or was just
there was no official offers made because nobody ever, you know, they never even intended to go that route. But the promoters have obviously had it on the table. You know, I know Eddie Hearn had mentioned he could get big DAZN money to come and do it and whatnot. Listen, all of the offers would be more money than he makes in his MMA fights, including the Khabib fight. All of the offers. There is no fight that he can get aside from Mayweather, realistically anyway, because he's not going to fight Canelo. Obviously, Canelo would make him a lot of money, but he'd get knocked into next week, you know, so there's no way he's going to go near like a Canelo type of guy, you know. So Manny Pacquiao's not interested in fighting him. So, you know, I don't know if Floyd, you know, there's talk about the Floyd rematch. I don't know if that's going to happen. But aside from a Floyd fight, the highest money you can generate is myself, including the Khabib fight. I believe that we will generate more because he can get an offer from BKFC that doesn't rape him a la UFC style, you know, because UFC loves to rape Conor McGregor. Can you imagine? This guy is the biggest star in their sport. He's not the best fighter in their sport, but he's the biggest star in their sport. Where you counteract that with the biggest star and best fighter, and was the best fighter in our sport in boxing, Mayweather. Mayweather commands $100 million purses before he's getting even his pay-per-view incentives. You know what I'm saying? This guy is getting a $3 million purse before his pay-per-view incentives. How pitiful is that? BKFC can easily match that.